Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wagwan. What's going on, everybody? It's your host. Like Wonder in the building, like Wonder in the building, like Wonder in the building. Check this out, man. I wanted to basically talk about some of the things that I don't see folks really talking about enough. Or maybe they are, and I'm just not tapped in, you know? Like, is it breaking news that the Supreme Court ruled against Trump's tariffs? Mm, 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 mm. Woo! That got him stirred up. About to drop a global tax on everybody right now. Yo, this guy's out of control, man. Trump is out of control. I don't care what side of the fence you playing, you on. It's not about all that. It's about how there's a bunch of stuff going on that has a direct impact on how we live, and a lot of times we like to just focus on sheer stupidity. I'm just as guilty. I'm just as guilty. Instead of focusing on like real current events, you know, that have an impact, indirect and direct impact on your quality of life. You got me talking about some battle rap foolishness. Why? Because this clown right here in my green screen can't get his act right. Can't get his act right. You know what I mean? Crazy. Crazy. You know? Salute to everybody. Hope you had a good week. Hope you're having a good day, good morning, good evening, good night, everywhere you are. Smash the like button. I'm not going to keep you too long. You know what I'm saying? What they say? It don't cost a dime to smash the like button. You know what I mean? Or you don't have to smash the like button. Appreciate the viewership. If you start talking reckless, you're getting boomed out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's that. I don't care. I don't have the patience, except for Clash. Clash knows who he is. He could come through. You know. But anybody else talking sideways, you're getting boomed out of here, man. Nobody got time for all that, man. Seriously. The president is tight, and in the that's vernacular. That's slang for those of you who don't know. When I say the president is tight, he's expressed displeasure, angry. He's angry. He's gonna drop a global tax on everybody right now. If he hadn't already, a global tax on top of the tariffs they already have. How about that, right? But then you got certain communities that I've even talked about that fall victim into ignoring real things that are going on. And I want to talk about wasting time talking about some battle rap. Listen, I'm just as guilty. Because, I'm going to break down some stuff with battle rap too before I bounce. You know, hello to the viewer, Nicolo. I didn't do a sacrifice like this weird guy in the green screen did. Got billions of dollars worth of crypto. I didn't do that. So my glasses, I'm still wearing subpar glasses. I can't read the messages too well. I didn't fleece the community like this guy has. He's a scammer until he's proven not. And so I got him up there, man. Get familiar with these crypto weirdos. This one particular has been hiding for 3 years. Been hiding. Anyway. So yeah, Trump's not taking his lying down, you know? In fact, he believes that, the the ruling from the Supreme Court actually empowered him more to issue more tariffs, to issue more problems for everybody across the world. That's just. And then you watching and hearing what's taking place in places like Iran. It's a lot. It's a lot going on out here. It's a lot going on out here. The troops are out there. Setting up. People are thinking like this is about to be the WW3, whatever you want to. I pray for the best for everybody really out here, man. I pray for the best for everybody, man. You got this weird guy in New York who's supposed to be a mayor of New York now, allowing some weird things to take place. That's just, I mean, I could say I'm traditional. I'm a bit old school and old fashioned, and I can accept evolution and new things, but I don't know if it's gonna be well received to shut down Times Square, one of the more popular areas in New York, right? People fly from all across the world to come to Times Square every New Year's Eve to witness the ball drop. To have a place like that, pretty much the traffic, you could imagine the traffic. To shut that down to allow, uh, prayers to be done by people of the Muslim faith, right? Um, and public display of them praying like that. I don't know how long that'll last. I don't know how much longer that will last, like to be effective and like without some type of public resistance to the form. It's weird. It's weird. You know. Nicola said he's Georgian. What's up? What's up? Peace to the viewer, Irene Gonzalez. You know, it's weird. It's weird. The times are very bizarre. Times are very bizarre. You know, a lot of times people don't like to focus on what's going on. You rather be distracted to deal with reality or things that are stressful, things that are happening right now in your face. Sometimes people want to escape. They want to do things to escape, and sometimes they don't have the healthy. They don't make the best choices or healthiest choices to escape. You might develop bad habits and vices and things of that nature, man. Like it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on. Folks don't talk about a lot of things. They talk about mindless, brainless things and gossip and entertainment. And like I said, I'm a victim of it too. You know, I'm a victim of it too. Where you have, for example, it's I I I like battle rap, right? Listening to battle rap with the people, they battle each other to see who can perform or basically perform the best raps against somebody else. It's become something I don't even recognize anymore as far as the art form, the people, uh, the way things operate, what people accept versus what they reject has become a joke, an absolute joke, where folks will celebrate people engaging in criminal activity versus others who really want to produce and do great things for one another that's on a positive note in a way where the same energy you give to someone who willingly on his own got in their idea to go rob a pharmacy. You're taking pills from a pharmacy that the pills should, go to people who are truly in need. You rob the pills, you get in a car or whatever, allegedly, schmallegedly, who cares? You getting in a car, you driving, police stop you, some foolishness, or on the way to police, police are chasing you, throwing crowbars out of the car, whatever. Police stop you. You give ID to the police, and then you run. You drive off. And like this is not like alleged stuff that is captured on camera. It made national news. It made national news. Not only was it a mistake, but it was an inappropriate, improper, childish, foolish, incredibly dumbass mistake. Like, what are you talking about? And then these people want you to take money out of your pocket as a supporter. They would like for you to take money out of your pocket, money you probably taken away to feed your children, your loved ones, yourself, to donate to him and his cause. And then you have his supporters who downplay people who offer critical analysis and real critique. You have his supporters talk about this guy's been keeping it real. He's been doing good things. Everyone who has an opinion, it don't matter. They trying to gatekeep and censor people from talking, and they're so weak in the mind, and they lack so much just cognitive ability, just the ability to just break things down on the simplest form. They're not going to go at the news channels that put this information out there public. What they're going to do is attack the internet users, bloggers, streamers. They're not going to go at network and criticize them for reporting on the situation. The hypocrisy just runs deep, and it's a thing where in that community, ignorance is celebrated more than anything else. Ignorance is highlighted. Ignorance is praised more than anything else. You know, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Share the stream, pound the like button. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing, man. That's what we doing, man. For sure, for sure. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. For sure, for sure. You know, there's so much going on. And let me touch a little bit on this crypto thing, right? This guy that you see, the green screen, you want to know who this weird person standing right there is? He's the founder of a crypto project. The founder of a project. And he's turned out to be a scammer, right? Until proven otherwise. Until proven otherwise. And I stress to people, listen, don't take everything of what you hear as law. Like, literally do your research. Do your research. Do your research. This is a person who built his popularity on the internet for a number of years. Like, we want to say a good 8 years, right? The first 3 out of the last 8 years, he was building his popularity off the internet, engaging with people, jumping online and doing endless hours of streaming and talking about crypto, talking about how great of a person he is and how knowledgeable he is, and getting engaged in debates and right, launched his own derivative coin of Ethereum, launched his own coin and project, and built a following, a cult following, if you will. To this day, you have people who still believe in this guy, even though all of his coins are down over 90%, 90, 95, 99% down. And people still want to remain in a state of hoping for the better, not understanding that you have to really look at things for what they are, because this man ended up being a hypocrite. He ended up contradicting himself. Be careful out there, folks, because this is a person who used to stream. Now he no longer streams and has been hiding for the past 3+ years. right? A person who raised in 2021 for crypto projects he was crowdfunding. A community of people who believed in him raised helped him raise $1.6 billion worth of crypto, right? You have a blockchain now. We have a blockchain that was launched 2 years after the crowdfunding period, which means the crowdfunding took place 2021, 2023, May of 23, middle of May, May 10th or 12th, one of those days, 2023, launched the chain, the blockchain that $600 million worth of crypto was raised for, right? The price performance of that chain has been so miserable. This May will be 3 years since it's been launched. The price performance has been miserable, disgustingly disrespectful. Folks have lost so much value, it's not even funny. And this guy, instead of taking responsibility, instead of openly connecting with people, what he would do is vilify, ridicule, right? What he would do is consistently gaslight, not take onus for himself, right? Transfer whatever and project whatever problems he has within himself onto everybody else. Disrespect his own community, the very community that gave him all this money up front, and still wants to hide and make light of a situation that's just been dreadful. So what's going on? That's what's been happening. That's why he's there. He's a clown. You're a clown. And the chain that I'm talking about is called Pulse Chain. Go do your research and be careful. Go do your research about that chain. When you look it up, you're gonna see like this guy, the founder, and all this stuff. There's a lot of information available. It's not something that's like hidden or clandestine or anything.